So, when I first arrived in Uganda, I thought I was going to be doing sports development, and that was the main focus, to really coach soccer or coach football. But one of the things that I got told upon my arrival was, Krish, we have an opportunity to work with people with friends with disabilities, with disabled children. And at first I was like, okay, disabled children, never ever worked with disabled children, don't really know much about it, I'm no expert whatsoever. But I said, you know what, let's do it. So every morning I would go to people with friends with disabilities, and the very first morning I arrived, and Eric, one of the children, basically he was drooling all over me, and I was thinking in my head, what have I got myself into? And it was really either sink or swim at that time. Like, do I stop doing the work with the disabled children and just do the football coaching? And I figured, you know what, let's just keep going for the rest of the day and let's see how it goes. And it really transformed from there. I actually found out that the children, in the disabled children or any disabled people in Uganda, a lot of people see them as cursed. It curses their family and curses them as well. So a lot of the out of the 15 children that were there, I probably think like 13 of the children had no parents they were living with, or were living with another family member or volunteer, basically because they'd been disowned because it was a curse on their family. Not only that, there's no government stipend or fund for them, so they've got to work themselves. So whether they've got anything from ADHD to anything, obviously any kind of disability whatsoever, you've kind of got to work your own self, and that's kind of crazy to see that. That when these guys are at school, they're not just learning normal things that we would learn, like alphabets and reading and stuff like that, which it's very important, but they're learning household things so they can actually make money on the streets of Uganda. So for example, on some of the things that we did, we taught them how to cook certain things and maybe how to sell them. And not only that, sometimes we found them how to make brooms and then sell those brooms and certain things like that. And these children, yes, some of them range from 4 or 5 years old, and some of them range all the way up through to 20, 25 years old. Not just children, sometimes it's actually males who think they're young children still. And not only that, the people who work there, people with friends with disabilities, it was all voluntary based. So what they were trying to do is basically get a maize mill, one of the leading sources of food, and basically this would churn maize out and then they would sell it, and that would basically fund everything at this school. So that was one of the projects that they were doing at the time. So it's all voluntary based. It's all people with just doing it because for the goodness of out of the goodness of their heart, and really trying to help these children, and really trying to make a difference once again in Uganda, in these villages, very often very far out from big cities. And like I said, another reason why we really need to make sure that if we can help, there are people struggling over there and over here again, that we can make a difference. Cheers. Thank you so much for watching the Road to Uganda video. So far we've raised just over $5,000. If you'd like to donate, please check out the link below. And if you would like to know anything else about this journey, as you can see, here's all the videos.